A huge win for the Gold Coast Titans, upsetting the Warriors over in New Zealand. And for the first time since round 12, the Titans are officially off the bottom of the ladder in Des Hasler, their coach's 500th NRL game. It is a huge result for the club. And the Warriors, after that loss, still under pressure to try and get that top 4 spot, that elusive and very important spot heading into the finals. But what a performance that was for their coach, Des Hasler, the Titans getting the win.
Yeah, obviously, and Kieran Foran too, Braith, obviously, you know, so playing his last game in Auckland, obviously New Zealand born. So, yeah, that was a tremendous victory, big upset, no doubt. Considering what the Warriors needed to, well, could have done. They could have just sort of crept away with that bottom 4 spot or top 4 spot from the bottom 8. So, yeah, tremendous game. I reckon it was so when you talk about rugby league in general around possession and ball control and how that has an effect with fatigue. Yeah. You know, so they control the ball at mid-90s and all of a sudden less missed tackles, less errors defensively and able to keep the Warriors out.
You could put that win down the Titans back to last week where Des pulled his players out of the shower and give them a bait, because their intensity from word go was spot on. Yes, they conceded a couple of tries, but I'll tell you what, their halves were sublime. Jaden Campbell was absolutely terrific. He ran the ball, he created tries, and this pass from Kieran Foran set them on their way. That's the best pass I've ever seen Kieran Foran throw. That was top shelf halfback play. And I just really like what they did. They set up the game. I know Zalesniak went to the bin and things like that, but the Titans, they have just done a really big win for their football club because they're off the bottom of the ladder and they've beaten the Warriors on their home deck. That was a big win.
And beat them with energy, you know. So I think Mick mentioned through the game, there's a couple of good indicators around desire and commitment is your kick chase. You know, they lacked that, and obviously kick pressure. So they allowed Jaden Campbell and Kieran to put their kicks in without too much pressure. And then the chase from the outside backs was excellent from the Titans. So that's just the difference between winning and losing, really. It's just making those small efforts all the time.
You mentioned the showers, Coops. They'll be enjoying the showers a lot more this week than they did last week.
They might be able to stay in there and have a hot shower after this game because you've coached, Mel, and sometimes when you give a team a bake, you want to see a reaction. They got that reaction today because no Tino, the bottom of the ladder, no one really gave him a chance. We didn't really think it was possible, but they got and turned it around through energy, commitment, desire, and their halves were the cream that put it.
Well, my intel says it was double bake. Right? So it was a double bake, you know. So, so I think if that might win, if that wins the first time, we'll give them another one.
Emotional win from the Titans, a great win by them. Let's get over to Courtney in New Zealand on the Bundy mic.
Well, AJ, congratulations. The end to a 4-match losing streak. Des Hasler celebrates his 500th game. Kieran's final NRL match here. Plenty to celebrate.
Yeah, obviously we're not sitting where we want at the moment, so it's nice to get a win, especially for Desi's 500th. He's been copping a bit, so we spoke throughout the week. We want to get a win for him, make it special for him, so hopefully he's pretty happy with that.
The Warriors, they started well, but then your team fought back. You have to be happy with the way that they were on attack, especially Sami and Fafita. They got doubles out there today. Yeah, I thought Jaden Campbell was amazing out there. I thought he was just a threat every time he had the ball. So those boys finished well, but I thought JC let us try in the park. You've got the win on the board now. You head home. You've got the Panthers next week. How do you continue this momentum? To be honest, we just got to complete and hold the ball. I think last week we were about 50% in the second half, so we had a big focus this week. You can't always hold the ball. Sometimes errors going to happen, but yeah, I think we completed pretty high. I felt like we did. So yeah, just hold the ball and give ourselves the best chance. Speaking of last week, when the Warriors were coming back at the end, there were the flashbacks to last week, but did you have the confidence that your team would get the job done here tonight? Oh yeah, I had the confidence last week as well. It's just sometimes that happens in footy and teams win games like that. So I had the full confidence, but I'd be lying if you're not looking at the clock in the last couple of minutes. Finally, the Titans hold on to the Zay Wallace shield. He was a friend of yours. Just some words on him. Yeah, Zay was a ledge. He moved over. We played some 20s together. We actually lived together for a few years. So he was one of my best mates over here, and then he moved back to New Zealand, and obviously a bit of tragedy, but he would love this. He was pretty not arrogant, but he liked to be loud and out there. So I'm happy for Zay that we're talking about him. Thanks, AJ. Congratulations. Thanks very much.
Very nice from AJ Brimson, and well said, and a very important win by him and his team, the Gold Coast Titans. They are off the bottom of the ladder. South Sydney now in last position, and the Warriors, that's a tough loss. They were inside the top 4. They remain there, but do their chances no good, really, heading into the back end of the year to try and solidify that spot, Cooper.
Yeah, taking a hit, but the Broncos losing last night as well. Now, we've got the Panthers coming up. They might be able to jump up and put some threat, but I believe they need to fight really hard to finish in the top 4. But in saying that, they finished top 5, 5th spot, home final. That's a good thing for the Warriors.
Let's get to the next game. It is the Panthers taking on the Tigers, and the Smiths Chips match preview is all about the Panthers, the ex-Panthers facing off against the current side. There's a lot of players in that Tigers team that have left the club, and this game sets up to be an absolute beauty, Mel.